Wait, is this really such a problem? So Marvel and Fox have been working on the second X-Men TV series, which is known as The Gifted. And despite how we don't know too much about this series as a whole, it is only going to come out in a matter of months. However, we have some pretty interesting information coming from the showrunner of The Gifted, mentioning something that is rather decisive amongst fans. And what he says about The Gifted is the fact that it's going to be its own separate thing and will not tie into any of the X-Men films, not even Legion. And although there are still X-Men in this universe, they are practically non-existent in this series alongside the Brotherhood. And what happened to the X-Men in this universe is probably going to be explored in this series. Now, although I do think that this is a good move on their part and having The Gifted be its own standalone thing, at the same time I can understand why some people would be pissed off about this and that this will not be connected to the X-Men film series, or even Legion for that matter. Because on one hand, why would it not be connected to anything considering that Fox owns pretty much everything X-Men related? And not to mention, Bryan Singer does have a helping hand within The Gifted as well. But at the same time, I feel like The Gifted does benefit more by being its own standalone thing for a multitude of reasons. For starters, the X-Men film timeline is completely fucked at this point, so it'll be completely complicated in where this would fit into the overall X-Men film series. And not only that, it also gives it more free reign when it comes down to where they want to take The Gifted, as opposed to having it kept into the sort of uniform that Bryan Singer would want. Plus, it's not like The Gifted is capable of bringing in high profile X-Men characters anyway, due to it having a much lower budget as it is a TV series. And even if they wanted to bring a character like, let's say, Charles Xavier for instance, they would probably have to recast the character with someone who is more cheap to hire, because at the end of the day, either Patrick Stewart or James McAvoy would probably cost too much for them to hire. Much like how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. can't hire Robert Downey Jr. for instance. Because if they do, then that means all their budget is just gone. But even with that being said, I still think that it is possible for The Gifted to potentially cross over to the X-Men film series or maybe even Legion down the road. So maybe they just want to focus on The Gifted as its own standalone thing for the first season and then hopefully see where it goes from there. In a similar fashion to how CW were testing the waters with Supergirl. However, that's a different story within itself. So are you disappointed that The Gifted will not be connected to either the X-Men film series or Legion? Or do you think that this is a good idea and that The Gifted should be its own standalone thing? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.